I went to the channel today, and yeah, it got cold. Today is Monday 16th and March 16th, and we're going to be kind of looking at stuff. It's supposed to get down to 31 degrees tonight. They were saying 34 and windy, so I thought, well, maybe my personal thing is if you're in Southeast Texas and it's going to get cold, today's going to be bad, but we may get a frost, you know, Wednesday morning, okay? Because the high is supposed to be about 38, so if that's enough, you can't get a frost, and the wind's supposed to calm down. The sky's supposed to be clear, so that can happen also. So don't uncover your stuff too much. You are gonna have to cover everything up. Bring in anything that's not frost, not frost hardy. Even like the green tea, it's gonna need to be brought in today for tonight. Not say it's just one of those things. It's going to get a little colder than we were thinking. We're going to see how the potatoes handle it. They can kind of come back a little bit, but we'll see. I did lose, I noticed today, one of my garlics, which they shouldn't have lost. I don't know why it died, but it did. Not worried about those. That's showing a little bit of wilt. I think it just got a little bit dry, so add some water to it. You got to kind of watch your plants. We did get some rain last night, but I don't think it got a whole lot. Here's my loquats. They are starting to make. We start harvesting those. We already ate some of them. This is the Yehuda variety. So it's one we brought back and forth the garage. That'll be okay tonight. As long as it's not getting below 28 degrees, you're supposed to be okay. Not sure how this is going to fare. It is putting out a lot of blooms. Hadn't actually bloomed out yet, so maybe they'll be okay. So I'm starting to put out some new growth and stuff. It's looking good. This is Cherry of the Rio Grande. It is very winter hardy. I've left it outside even through Snowmageddon and through the Christmas freeze. And left it out, when we got down to 18 degrees, 18 to 20 degrees this year. So, if you look for something that kind of got a tropical flavor to it, it does better than the Barbados. Barbados cherry is really not that winter hardy. It can die on you fairly easy. And it tastes better to me than Barbados cherry by far. This is the onion chives. They should be okay. Garlic chives over there. We will have to bring in the pineapples. I'm going to leave the citrus stuff out. I'll leave this out because it's supposed to be hardy to. I say I'll leave it out unless right at the end, if we got room, I may throw it in there. I don't know. But this is strawberry guava. It's supposed to be good to the mid 20s, so it's mid to upper 20s, so it should be okay. All this stuff here is going to be taken in. That's why I put it where I put it. We had set it in the garage because we thought it might get a frost the other day, and so it will have to be taken in along with, of course, these pineapples here. This tree here is blown over twice. There's an alleyway where this wind comes in. We're gonna have to move it today. You have to get off the video. Sometimes I did put some water on it. A lot of times when your stuff blows over, it's also because you have low water. This is the extra corn that came up, and we're gonna have to put all this stuff in the garage. Also, we'll leave the citrus and stuff out. It should be okay. Got a little pineapple coming up here. This is an ornamental pineapple, but it's a bigger one. So we're gonna see how it tastes whenever it finally makes. But it's just, that's what they look like when they first start out, and they'll continue to get bigger. This isn't the really small ones. It's it makes one that's about I guess a small size one in the store. I think they tried it once. It didn't taste that great, but we're gonna see what it tastes like when it had a really small pot when it made last time. That pot's not very big. It was bigger than what it was in. This is a store-bought one. Pineapple. I think about 18 months ago we put it in there. You got these little slips coming off of it. That kind of hurts. These will make faster, and that slip down there. They'll make faster than the tops. The tops of these actually take longer to flower out and come out than to do your slip. So once you make your first one, the other ones should come in faster. These are the micro dwarf tomatoes. The bonsai, I think it is. Yeah, bonsai is actually starting to have some ripened fruit on it. So it's got a couple we can pick off to eat. I feel sorry for this guy's got to go through another cold temperature. This is the clementine mandarin that we left outside all year. So that's why it got a lot of freeze damage on it. This is above the graft, so we should be okay. The graft is right there. So we'll see how that goes. There's another pineapple that's coming up, and that's on a store-bought pineapple. I think it was one that was a slip that we got. I probably should have marked those. Kind of concerned on the Okinawa spinach because it's just not coming out doing good. I thought about trying to cover it, but the thing is my stupid dogs have dragged the cover off. But I may try to clip this up and put a bucket or something over it to keep, kind of keep it going and growing. Things sometimes get more vulnerable whenever you have something come out and then you have it because it took all of its reserves and put out the new growth, and then if you have a freeze behind it, it can actually be worse than if it was dormant and happened at the beginning of the year or in the middle of the, middle of the winter. And there's the roll of the citrus that'll be staying outside. Go look over here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to water today, and I ain't gonna enjoy watering because I see this in here is also needing a drink of water. Same thing with that and over there. So I hate water when it's cold, but sometimes that's what you gotta do. Yeah, even this and showing a little bit of stress. Now, one thing you can always do is always say you can pick them up. I don't know if they're that stressed. Yeah, they're pretty stressed. That's pretty light, not real light, but I think the wind's making it look worse than what it really is. But now and that's where it gets tough, because do I want to try to pull these in or not? And we're gonna have to wait and see, because that's gonna be a pain. But this corn, I don't know if it can handle that 31 degrees. And it's looking pretty good, it's growing pretty good. I hate to just throw up your hands and say no, but we'll see how it goes. One of the figs, I was glad I wasn't sure if it's going to come out or not. And this is the Papa John's fig tree. So it is coming out. So it did survive. I've lost a lot of fig trees, and this branch here is dead, I believe. But I'm going to try to put that in the ground here pretty soon, out in the garden where it can really grow, and because it's done good. It's been a good tasting fig. My oldest son really liked it, so we'll be doing that. But the roses should be okay. I mean, they may get bit back with the freeze or whatever. That's kind of where we're sitting at. I'm probably not going to show. Right now, it's too windy to put out the coverings on the tomatoes I got out. I'm going to be covering those. Hopefully, the wind will let up to tonight or later today. It's only supposed to get to 53 degrees today, so it's not what you really want to happen. It is colder than what we expect, and really what the forecasters were forecasting even yesterday. Like yesterday it was 34, now it's 31, and we'll see. It may not get that cold just because they predict it. Don't mean it's going to happen, but this is unusual for us to get this kind of weather this late in the year for us. But anyway, that's part of gardening. And like I say, if you're in that area, if you're going to get down to close to freezing, you do want to try to cover your plants, and that will protect them a lot. Just beware, if you got plastic, that plastic will freeze, and anything it touches can freeze. And plastic is probably one of the worst insulators that you got. Cardboard boxes work better. Anything works better than plastic, but sometimes that's all you got. So those little tarps that people put on the roofs, those don't work very good, okay? But if it's all you got, it's all you got. It's probably better than nothing. So anyway, that's what we'll be doing today. Farrier's coming out for the horse to trim his hooves, but after that we'll probably get out here and try to cover up what we can. And I might even have to cover, if you got like short potatoes, you can't cover those up with mulch or with dirt, and that's one way to keep them getting damaged. But we're gonna see how it goes. I think we're gonna be okay, but that's making me a little nervous. Anyway, I'll show you all the results of how everything goes. See y'all later.